One of the most used and unavailable items after the shootings in France were tourniquets and first aid kits. I find it interesting in the US that we all prepare against active shooters by getting shooting training, concealed permits, and that type of thing, but not a lot of us have medical training or medical kits. This is a video on IFAK kits or improved first aid kits and what you can do to prepare and not have that problem.
There's a blue car. No.
So the military created a kit called the IFAK, or the Improved First Aid Kit. It was an improvement on what we used to have, which was just some gauze with some string. You tied it really tight and hope you didn't die. So nowadays, military soldiers will use tourniquets, compression bandages, or Israeli bandages, different chemical, it's not quite the right word, but chemical ways of stopping bleeding, like C-lock, different gauzes and all sorts of stuff. They have needles for sucking chest wounds, oral nasal pharyngeal devices so they can breathe. Anyway, there's a lot more technology that's gone into the improved first aid kit. Here's one that I've had and used downrange. It folds out just like that. This is the stuff I had. This comes out as well. There's gauze. I have gloves. I've added on my own moleskin, chem light sticks, a few other items, a lighter, stuff that I found I needed. And that's all in a military grade kit. So the question is, for you civilians, what can you do? Well, you can go buy a military kit and hope that you're getting the same thing. Or a friend of mine runs a group called CAG Group, and he has put together an improved first aid kit. Now, ideally, honestly, you would like a big, huge kit. This is another one that I used that has IVs and splints and all sorts of stuff. But you're not gonna carry this sucker around every day. This is my trunk kit. What can you carry every day, or maybe make your trunk kit, or at least have close access to in today's environment where we're dealing with active shooters, terrorism, and all that other type of crap? Well, the kit that I have, and you've seen this bag in a couple of my videos with Tactical Tailor. We talked about my active shooter kit. It's an EDC kit that you can carry in soft target areas where there's a high probability of attacks, like public venues, when you go to the movies, whatever it is that you think that, wherever it is that you think you might need it. So on my other video, I talked a little bit about how red means blood. I don't have to think about this. I just have to grab the red string and pull it open, and there's my kit. All right, there's your close-up of it. That's my IFAK, or my improved first aid kit. I decided it was a good idea to add a couple little Velcro spots to make this little IFAK fit inside of my bag. This Tactical Tailor bag is full of Velcro. All the Grey Ghost and Tactical Tailor bags have Velcro. That's nice, because I'm not gonna open this bag trying to pull a flashlight out and lose my IFAK all over the ground. Okay, that's a problem. So just a little tactical tip, if you will, throw some Velcro, just get some of that industrial strength Velcro off of eBay, put the sharp side on it, and toss it in your pack. There are some things that I would consider to be deal breakers, all right? If your IFAK doesn't have a tourniquet, it's a deal breaker, right? That's one of the most important items and the things that you need access to the fastest. If you can't get to that, you're gonna bleed out before it even matters. So with my IFAK kit, you can see the CAT tourniquet right there, upside down. That'd be nice to have it right side up. Combat application tourniquet right there on top. This is all vacuum sealed. That way you know it's sterile. You know that the tourniquet isn't gonna be degraded from rubbing against something on your body armor like it does downrange and falling apart when you need it, which we've had happen. You know that it's gonna work when you need it. Now, some of the contents of this bag, it's simple, it's straightforward. It's what a civilian would need to deal with shootings. It's got a CAT or combat application tourniquet. It's got trauma dressing, Z-fold gauze, a needle decompression kit. That is what we use. If you get a bullet wound in one side, because your lungs don't have muscles, they expand when the rib cage sucks open and makes them expand. So if you've got a hole there, what can happen is your lung can collapse, your esophagus will shift to one side, and you can get what's called a sucking chest wound. So you go to breathe in, and it sucks air into that hole and collapses your lung. One way that we combat that is we put gauze, Vaseline patches, a chunk of MRE package with duct tape on 3 sides. I mean, there's a lot of ways to do this. We put that over the top of there and stick a needle right here. I know I'm dumbing this down a lot. Be sure to get a class on this. But you stick the needle right here. When you suck in, it closes that hole where the bullet wound was, and you exhale and it blows air out of that needle. Okay, that's how we deal in a very, very layman's term with a sucking chest wound. So that's why that needle's there. We have the vent chest seal. That's the seal I was just talking about earlier. The oral or nasal pharyngeal airway. What that is a device to go in your nose so that your mouth is shot or messed up and you can't breathe through it. You can put an oxygen mask, you can have an oxygen mask put on you and you'll still be able to breathe, okay? That oral nasal pharyngeal device keeps the back of your tongue and throat from collapsing when your head sit down in a bad position like this. It opens it up a little bit so oxygen can get through. So if you're knocked out, it makes it so you can breathe. And then the last thing is an emergency survival blanket. There's a lot of stuff you can do with an emergency survival blanket. It can keep you warm, you can use it, whole bunch of stuff. That's a whole other video and I'm not even gonna go down that rabbit hole. But if you're interested in these kits, they are simple, straight, to the point, all that you need in addition to training for medical trauma when it comes to gunshot wounds. I left a link down at the bottom if you guys want to go check this out. This is what I carry in my active shooter kit when I go to the mall or wherever the crazy place it is, it seems these days. Sticking the Velcro right there. Again, that Velcro holds it in really nice. I like the Velcro. Okay, close that up. Now I have access to my pistol if I need it, okay? It's right here. I don't want to yank it out because there's a bunch of cards around me. There's my pistol, my first aid kit, ammunition, flashlight, and extra space for my wallet. That's my IFAK kit or my improved first aid kit that I use on a daily basis. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments. I'll leave a link to the kit in the comment section of this video. Please go right now, hit the subscribe button, and thank you for watching TJAC Survival. My pistol, my first aid kit, my ammunition, I've got options.